boys and girls. Let's start today with calendar. Today's number is 7. The day of the week is Tuesday, and the month is April. So let's count 2, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it is Tuesday, April 7th, and the year is 2020. Today, we're going to hear a special kind of story called a fable. A fable is a story that teaches a little lesson or a moral. This fable is a very old story that was written by a man named Aesop. He lived long, long ago. This fable teaches a lesson about a very tiny mouse who helped a very big lion. Have you ever helped a friend do something that was hard for them to do on their own? Sometimes we need our friends to help us do things that we cannot do alone. Okay, so in this story there are 2 characters. Characters are the people or animals the story is about. In this story, the characters are a mouse and a lion. What do we already know about mice? Are they big or small? Okay. Do they have teeth? What color are mice? And what do we already know about lions? Are lions big or small? What kind of animal are they? They're part of a cat family. And just like cats, they sleep a lot and chase mice. So the name of the fable that we will read today is called The Lion and the Mouse. So let's listen carefully to find out what the characters do to help each other in the story. Once upon a time, there was a little mouse. The little mouse liked to scamper about among the trees in the jungle. One day, quite by accident, he ran across the paws of a sleeping lion. This woke the lion up from his peaceful afternoon nap. As you can imagine, the lion was not pleased at all. He did not like to be woken up before he was ready. It made him grumpy, very grumpy. The lion opened one eye, then he opened the other. The lion reached out and angrily grabbed the tiny mouse in his big paws. The lion was just about to eat him when the mouse cried out, "Please, kind sir, I didn't mean to disturb you. If you will let me go, I will be forever grateful. I promise that one day I will return your kindness by helping you." The lion laughed out loud. How could such a little animal ever help so great an animal as a lion? He asked. All the same, the lion decided to let the little mouse go. Not long after, the mouse was once again scurrying about among the trees in the jungle. Suddenly, the sound of a loud roar rose up into the air. The mouse shivered with fright and considered running in the opposite direction. However, the mouse bravely set off to discover who or what had made such a loud noise. The mouse came upon a small clearing in the trees. There he saw the very same lion trapped in a hunter's net made of ropes. The lion was roaring ferociously. He was also struggling to free himself from the tangled web of ropes. Sadly, no matter how hard he struggled, he was not able to escape the hunter's trap. Once again, the little mouse thought about running away. The lion's roars were so frightening. But he also remembered his promise to this lion. He had promised that if the lion let him go, he would return his kindness. He was a mouse who kept his promises. He thought very carefully and came up with a plan. He ran to the side of the great beast and began to gnaw on the ropes. He kept on gnawing and gnawing with his sharp teeth. He gnawed until he could gnaw no more. At last he made a hole in the big net, just big enough for the lion to escape. The noble lion sprang from the net and shook his mane. Then he looked up at the tiny mouse. The tiny mouse looked down at the lion. "Thank you," said the lion. "You kept your promise." And with that, the lion sprang forward and disappeared into the shadows cast by the trees. The end. So, the moral of this story is that friends who are little in size still can be great friends. So now Miss Ashley's going to ask you some questions, and I want you to think about what you think the answer might be. Okay, so number 1, who are the characters in their story? Who do you think? The characters in this story are the lion and the mouse. Question number 2. Why do you think the lion was angry at the mouse? The lion was angry at the mouse because the mouse woke him up from his nap. Do you like to be woken up from your nap? No. Number 3. Why did the lion decide to let the mouse go? Maybe because he thought the mouse promised he would help the lion someday if he let him go. So he thought he might do that. Number 4. Who traps the lion and what do they use to trap him? The lion gets trapped by hunters using a net. How did the mouse help the lion? What did the mouse do to set the lion free? The mouse helped the lion by chewing or gnawing through the net to set him free. Number 6. Do you think that friends who are little in size can help those who are larger in size? How do you help your mom and dad? Think of your answer. Some ways that we can help our mom and dad would be to pick up our toys or eat all our food and be kind, right? And friends that are little in size can certainly help friends who are bigger in size. Just because you're little doesn't mean that you can't do some certain things, right? Okay, so that is our lesson for today, and some of you should have some stuff to go along with this story at home, and if you don't, that's okay. But that's all I have for you today. I miss you. Goodbye.